What is good, YouTube? What's up, everybody in the comic community? Yeah, bringing back another comic book haul video. It's been forever since I've done one, so yeah, time to get back into it. You know, show you guys some of the stuff that I've snagged. I want to give a shout out to a new YouTuber, Comic Addict 99. Just put up his first haul video. I did a trade with him probably about last week. New kid from the Northwest in the comic book community. Check him out. Did a trade with him. And reason why I'm actually really shouting him out is because he is my nephew. So yeah, he's my brother's son. You know, I think I've talked about him in some of my videos before about going with him to con, go hunting with him. Kid picks up some heat. He has a great, amazing comic book collection for his age. And yeah, he picks up books on a regular, picks up a lot of heat too, a lot of key books. Check him out, definitely. Did a pretty big trade with him. He had a Walking Dead book that I wanted, and traded a good stack of books with him. So yeah, he has that video of the stuff I traded him in his first video. So definitely check him out. Yeah, comment, you know, like his channel, and let's get right to this. So picked up Deadpool number 5. Was at kind of a newer comic shop in the area. They had some Deadpool books for cheap. I guess you can say maybe this is like one of the runs that I'm trying to complete is his actual Deadpool series. I know the books are pretty expensive now, but when you can find them for cheap, you know, it's pretty good to snag. Picked up a couple more Deadpool books. So also picked up the 4th one from that mini series 1 through 4. I know I had 1 through 3 for sure, but I wasn't sure if I had number 4, so I grabbed this one as well. And while we're in the Deadpool little haul, I also found Amazing Spider-Man number 611, Deadpool, you know, appearance on the cover. Surprisingly, this book, you know, I didn't know, you know, it goes for, not actually quite a bit, but, you know, it goes for a few dollars. I think average is like 20-ish. Picked it up for a couple bucks, so, you know, actually, I just picked it up because the cover wasn't, sorry about the glare, guys, didn't really know that this was, you know, kind of a special appearance on the cover, but it's not a big book, but, you know, still pretty cool to have. At that same comic book shop, picked up Uncanny X-Men number 57, or 157. I was just skimming through the books, saw this cover, and it caught my eye. I think it was like 50 cents or something. You know, you got the Dark Phoenix on the cover. Real cool looking cover. Yeah, it just caught my eye, so I decided to buy it. Same as the next one. Number 150, you know, you got Cyclops versus Magneto on the cover. I just love the style of the cover, just the way it looks and everything, so picked it up. You know, I already do have these books, but it's just at the time when you're at the comic book shop, you're not really thinking, you know, so you just, boom, 50 cents, this is dope, so you buy it. Picked up a few of the Rise of Apocalypse books. I think these were in like the 50-cent bin as well. Picked up number 3, number 2, and number 1. You know, got 1 through 3. I think I'm missing number 4, but I think I actually have the full set in my collection. But just moved, so everything is kind of scattered right now. So, yeah, starting to rebuild and reorganize everything. Didn't get this at the shop. I completely forgot where I got these 2 copies, but picked up a couple copies of X Factor number 15, which is the first appearance of Apocalypse, the 4 Horsemen of Apocalypse. This one's a little bit on the lighter side, you could see, and this one's a little bit darker copy. I think they were, you know, a couple really cheap first appearance books, so I decided to pick it up. Okay, now these next two books, you can't buy them anywhere. They're actually free. My dad is a disabled Vietnam veteran. He's retired now, so my parents get the military exchange type thing where they can go there and go grocery shopping, and you know it's something for like military. And if you guys don't know, military exchange is kind of like, I would say it's like a grocery store, you know, kind of like, what can you say, kind of like Walmart for the military. It's on the military base, and at the registers they had books there for free. So while my parents were there, they end up, you know, grabbing a few copies of each for me and my nephew. So we got Thor number 16, and you can see they have the little exchange thing here on the side. They did grab, you know, they do go there on the regular whenever they have it. They always, you know, grab a couple copies because it is free. So I think in an upcoming giveaway, I do have a couple copies of each of these books. So I will be throwing them in there. And yeah, you can't really buy them anywhere. I think you could buy them on eBay. I haven't really checked, but you know, the military exchange does give out free books. You know, they're just at the register. So you know, definitely something really cool to pick up. It's, you know, nothing, not like a first appearance or anything major, but you know, definitely something cool. You know, support the troops, support the military. You know, raise kind of, you know, with that mindset of supporting the troops and everything. Got a lot of family in the military, so definitely check these out. And they also had Captain America number 17, which has the little exchange, you know, thing on the side. Yeah, I want to, hopefully, you know, if it'll be cool if I can actually find all of them that have been through the exchange. Definitely would like to pick up like a set of everything that they've released. But you know, whenever my parents go, they just keep their eye out if they have anything. Picked up a couple issues of Marvel Knights Black Panther. Nothing major. Just something I wanted to, you know, read. So I got issues 1 and 2 to give it a try. These were, you know, a couple super cheap books. You're looking at like 50-cent books. So nothing big. Alright. And I've picked this book up before, and I swear this book is just like the biggest tease in the world. I've been wanting a first appearance of Vision. Like I said the last time I picked up this book, I still haven't been able to find one, and the price just keeps going up. So, but for everybody out there that doesn't have the first appearance of Vision, this book has actually gone up in price. You know, if you can't get your hands on the actual first appearance, this one reprints the first appearance, Marvel Super Action number 18. So it reprints the first appearance of Vision. This would probably be, you know, if you're going to be like me, can't afford the first appearance, might as well get this one. It's just a reprint, so if you want to read it and everything, and it's a lot cheaper, and it's one of those affordable, you know, I would say keys right now that, you know, pretty much anybody can get their hands on. And the price has gone up, you know, quite a bit since I think the last time I made the video. So definitely be on the lookout for this. And this one, Avengers 135, is another one of those kind of key books that you can really get your hands on. This is the origin of Vision. It's kind of an origin story of Vision. This is definitely a book I think should be, you know, on the rise. It's one of those more obscure kind of keys that, you know, the origin stories where they're a lot cheaper to find. But definitely be on the lookout for this book too. Managed to pick up a cameo of Taskmaster. This is a really beat up copy. So, you know, it's more of a reader copy, but it was, I found I forgot where I found it. It was at like some antique show or something, and the guy had a stack of books, and he was just like, "Oh, just let me know what you want and make prices." And I think it was like under a couple bucks for this. And then he had this next one as well. Avengers 196 was the actual first appearance of Taskmaster. So he had these 2 books, and he was just like, "Oh, a couple bucks, for the comic book." So managed to snag these 2 out of there. And they weren't bagged or boarded either, so they're pretty. You can see where we at? The corner right there is pretty rough. So, thank God for the BCW comic book box. Threw it right in there, brought it home, and threw it in a bag and board. Alright, so on to Silver Surfer number 44. This one is actually the first appearance of the Infinity Gauntlet. This is the story when Thanos actually gets all the Infinity Stones together and, completes his gauntlet. Definitely a book you can still get on the cheap. These days, a lot of key books are just expensive, It used to be you can go find keys for a couple bucks. Now it's getting to the point where any key is like, $20+. I think this one you can still kind of stealth buy at a few places, and probably like your 50-cent bin or anything. Silver Surfer number 44, definitely be on the lookout for this book. You can still come across it in those 50-cent dollar bins. Another little key that, easy to hunt for. Came across this What If number 49. What if the Silver Surfer possessed the Infinity Gauntlet? Definitely another one of those books you want to be on the lookout for. I didn't know, it was kind of a little more of an obscure book, but yeah, if you notice, I've been kind of keeping with like Thanos appearances and stuff lately. Like, when I go shopping, it's kind of like, I find a Thanos book, and then I find more Thanos books. A lot of books have, kind of been having a, keeping up with the same characters when I purchase stuff these days. And last book, Captain Marvel number 33. This is the origin story of Thanos. Definitely a book everybody should be on the lookout for. If you can't get the Iron Man 55 first appearance, here's like one of those, another one of those things you can get at a more affordable price. I know this book, I think it's like $20 to like $50 range depending on the grade you get. But definitely this is one of those books you can still manage to come across for a good deal. So yeah, this is the last book for this haul, guys. Thanks everybody for watching. More hauls to come. I'm going to be definitely making a couple other different videos this week. I'm going to California tomorrow. So, probably post a couple random videos there, and maybe if we can do a little bit of hunting while I'm in California. But thanks everybody, guys. Thanks guys, and stay tuned. Everybody keep up on your hauls. Find the books. Alright, thanks guys.